Down.
What happened when they were too old to fight?
The provincial auxiliaries served for 25 years and then they got their reward. They became Roman citizens and then they had a status in life which would be passed on to their children. I think quite a lot of them would have been inclined to stay in the vicus around here.
So in these houses there may well be people who are descended from Roman soldiers?
Oh, around here in South Shield?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure of that, yeah.
It's not clear whether the wounds were inflicted on Romans or by Romans.
You can see what it's done. You can see that it's crushed the bone there, and then there's a fracture leading up here. So we are starting to get these radiating fractures coming out, but it still doesn't look like that, does it, Margaret?
It doesn't, no. My money's on this, Tony. I think the only thing that's the right sort of size with enough velocity to cause this sort of damage is something like shot or a stone even that would have actually impacted like that.
Slingshots were used by both local Britons and the Romans.
That does look pretty plausible.
It does,
doesn't
it's quite convincing, I think.
Close.
In Trench 3, put in to look for the northern limit of the cemetery, Bridget had produced our first possible sniff of a burial, the feature which might have been a grave cut.
Damn.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
It's not a grave cut, is it?
No, it isn't, but then I was right. I said it was a natural feature, didn't I?
Yeah, but this is the third trench with nothing in it, isn't it?
Well, I'm not as dispirited as all that. We've looked at a reasonable area. It's clearly nothing here. So now we follow our strategy. We move on and in.
But realistically, we're two-thirds of the way through day 2. When we hadn't found anything at all at the end of yesterday, I thought, oh, well, it's kind of frustrating, but time is ticking, isn't it?
Well, it is, and if we don't find something soon, I'm going to start getting worried.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we're following a strategy.
Where are we heading?
Well, we're heading to the next trench, which is closer to the previously discovered cemetery. By the time we get to this trench, we're only, 30 metres from where the cremations were found before.
John, you've done the geophys?
Yeah, we're still having problems trying to see through all this Victorian rubble. I mean, you can see it in the radar here, the red and yellow. It's when we're going deeper into the ground that things are needing investigation. This is what we've looked at here. OK, it turned out to be a coil of metal wire.
Great.
But it's the only way we can evaluate things, you know. We've got some superb targets, I think, on the other side of the digger, over there, and I'd like to look at those.
So this trench will now be extended, and every metre we go means a metre closer to the known burials.
Put your shoulders into it.
What's the Latin for a wuss?
Matt, I have to say he was hitting you much harder than you were hitting him.
Yeah, well, you know, he's got a bit of an advantage on me, I think. I'm not quite used to this.
You were a little bit girly with your whacking, weren't you?
Well, I'm not used to wielding such massive tools, to be honest. And they weigh an absolute ton. I mean, this, although it's made of wood, it's not very well balanced and it's quite hard to swing around. You've got to keep it.
That's why you weren't hitting him harder, isn't it? Yeah. Gosh, yeah, you need muscles there and there and in there.
And then this shield again, you've got to keep it upright the whole time and also move it around quite quickly so to parry his blows.
Yeah.
Because you can't use that, obviously. And then, of course, there's the trusty chainmail, which weighs an absolute ton, so
Yeah.
you're getting dragged down the whole time.
And was he hurting you when he whacked you?
Oh, no, not at all, really. Yeah, it's fine.
That's better, Matt.
Hello, my name's John Gator. Time Team is fan-funded by Patreon. This vital support helps us to make new episodes. Joining Patreon gives you access to exclusive interviews, 3D models and masterclasses, plus lots more.